Okay, students, nucleophilic substitution reactions, unimolecular and bimolecular we discussed. So, SN2 reaction proceeds complete inversion, and SN1 proceeds racemization, racemic mixture. So, if you want to know what is inversion and what is a racemic mixture, so we have to discuss about optical isomerism. Okay, so in this class we are going to discuss optical isomerism. So carefully listen to me. What is optical isomerism? We are going to discuss. So here you have to know optical isomerism. Optical isomerism. Okay. So before we are going to discuss optical isomerism, you have to know plane of polarized light. Plane of polarized light. See here you have to know plane of polarized light. Plane of polarized light. What is a plane of polarized light means? If you take ordinary light, it is ordinary light. It is ordinary light. Ordinary light, which disperse in many ways, which disperse like this. Okay, which disperse like this. So ordinary light can disperse in many ways. Okay, many ways. Dispersion. Disperse in many ways. If this ordinary light is passed through the Nicol prism, ordinary light is passed through the Nicol prism. Okay, then what happened? Then what happened means all rays are dispersed. Rays dispersed in many ways. Okay, so rays dispersed in many ways. So here, if you pass Nicol prism, it is a Nicol prism. So ordinary light is passed through Nicol prism. Then all rays are in one plane. Now all rays are in one plane. It is nothing but a plane of polarized light. It is called plane of polarized light. Plane of polarized light. Okay, it is called plane of polarized light. If plane of polarized light is passed through organic compounds, then see here, plane of polarized light plane of polarized light is passed through organic compound organic compounds. The compounds rotates plane of polarized light. The compounds can rotate plane of polarized light. Okay, towards left or towards right. Okay, rotate plane of polarized light. The compounds can rotate plane of polarized light towards left or towards right. It is towards left, it is towards left, it is towards right, it is left, it is right. Towards left means L isomer is formed, L isomer is formed, and towards right means D isomer is formed. L isomer are isomer, we indicate a negative. Here D isomer are plus isomer. Okay, we indicate a positive. Understand? So now this process of giving these two are nothing but optical isomers. L isomer, D isomer are called optical isomers. So these are optical isomers. Optical isomers. These two are called optical isomer. L isomer and D isomer are called optical isomers, and the process is the rotation phenomenon is called optical isomerism. Phenomenon is known as optical isomerism. Understand? L isomer, D isomer are called optical isomers, and next, so optical isomers, the phenomenon of rotation, the compound rotation, the phenomenon of rotation plane of polarized light by the compound is nothing but optical isomerism. Understand? So now you have to know L isomer and D isomer. If you rotate organic compound rotates plane of polarized light towards anti-clockwise direction. So left means anti-clock. Then L isomer is formed. Towards right means anti-clockwise. Towards right means clockwise. Then L isomer is formed, D isomer is formed. These two isomers are called optical isomers. The phenomenon is called optical isomerism. So we can measure the angle of rotation with help of a spectrometer. Is nothing but a polarimeter. We can measure angle of rotation with help of a instrument. That instrument is called polarimeter. Polarimeter is used to measure angle of rotation. So here you have to know polarimeter. Polarimeter. It is used to measure the angle of rotation, polarimeter is used to measure the angle of rotation, how much angle it is rotated towards anti-clockwise or towards clockwise. This is nothing but a polarimeter. Understand? Now you have to know configuration. Understand, student? So this is nothing but a plane of polarized light. So ordinary light passed through, rays dispersed in many ways. This is passed through Nicol prism. Then all rays are in one plane. It is nothing but a plane of polarized light. Then plane of polarized light is passed through organic compounds. Then the organic compounds rotate plane of polarized light towards left anti-clockwise direction. L isomer is formed, and towards right clockwise direction D isomer is formed. L isomer, D isomers are called optical isomers. Okay, L isomer, D isomer here called optical isomers, and the phenomenon is called optical isomerism. Understand? Now students, you have to know configuration. Now you have to know, students, configuration. What is a configuration? What is a configuration means? Three-dimensional arrangement of atoms around the carbon. Three-dimensional arrangement of atoms or groups around the carbon atom is known as configuration. See, three-dimensional arrangement of groups or atoms around the carbon atom is known as configuration. Is known as a configuration. Okay, now you have to know asymmetric carbon, symmetric carbon. Now you have to know, students, asymmetric center and symmetric center. Asymmetric center and symmetric center. Asymmetric center means if the carbon atom having four different functional groups around the carbon atom, that is nothing but a asymmetric center. See, if the carbon atom having four different functional groups, is known as asymmetric carbon. Asymmetric carbon or asymmetric center. Okay. For example, carbon X, Y, Z and A. These are functional groups. 4 are different functional groups. So this is nothing but a asymmetric center. Asymmetric center. Next, if the carbon atom having same functional groups, around it, if the carbon atom having same functional groups around it, it is known as a symmetric carbon. Symmetric carbon or symmetric center. Example C, X, and X. Okay, so like this. So this is a symmetric carbon. So it is a symmetric carbon. It is optically active. It is optically not active. So it is optically active. It is optically active. It is optically not active. It is optically active. It is optically not active. So it can give L isomer and D isomer. It does not give L isomer and D isomer. So it forms non-superimposable mirror images. It forms non-superimposable mirror images. Non-superimposable mirror images. It forms a superimposable mirror images. Superimposable. It gives non-superimposable mirror images. It gives superimposable mirror images. Superimposable mirror images. Okay, these are known as enantiomers. These non-superimposable mirror images are called enantiomers. And these non-superimposable mirror images are are called enantiomers. Enantiomers. Understand? It is the process of giving enantiomers is nothing but the process of giving enantiomers is nothing but chirality. It is a chiral carbon. The process of giving enantiomers is nothing but chirality. Okay. So enantiomers, these non-superimposable mirror images are not called enantiomers. The phenomenon is called chirality. Okay. Is known as chirality. Is chirality. The carbon is called chiral carbon. It is called chiral carbon. Chiral carbon or chiral compound. So the process of giving enantiomers is nothing but a chirality. It is a chiral carbon. It is a chiral carbon. A chiral carbon. Okay. So if you keep the mirror, it gives superimposable mirror images. The process is called chirality. The process is known as chirality. Okay, chirality. It is a chirality. It is a chirality. It is a chiral carbon. The process is known as chirality. It is a chiral carbon is known as a chirality. Understand? So this is briefly optical isomerism. Understand? So configuration means arrangement. If the carbon atom having 4 different functional groups is known as so what is configuration means 3-dimensional arrangement of groups of or atoms around the carbon atom is known as configuration. If the carbon atom having same functional groups, so it is known as around it is known as symmetric carbon. If the carbon atom having 4 different functional groups around it is known as asymmetric carbon. Asymmetric carbon is nothing but a chiral carbon. It gives non-superimposable mirror images. The process of giving non-superimposable mirror images is nothing but a chirality. These non-superimposable mirror images are also known as enantiomers. Here it is a chiral carbon. It gives superimposable mirror images. Superimposable mirror images is known as a chirality. The carbon is called a chiral carbon. Carbon is called a chiral carbon. Okay. So what are enantiomers? What is racemic mixture? And what is a retention configuration? We will discuss in the next class. Understand? So this is briefly optical isomerism.